In the Orioles City Connect Conquest map, you don't have any goals where you need to capture a stronghold within a certain amount of turns or get a certain amount of fans. As you can see, I have already completed it, but the reason why I'm doing the initial step all over again is because I took the wrong first step. What I want you to do from the initial stronghold is go straight towards the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays will come down to this territory with 3 million fans, and you will most likely have around 10 million fans here. With the 10 million fans that you have right here, I want you to attack their 1 million territory. That should leave you at 9 million fans. With the 3 million fans they have in this territory, they will attack the 1 million territory behind you. If they win, it does not matter. With the 9 million territory, you are going to attack this 1 million territory, leaving you at 8, and then this 1 million territory, leaving you at 7. So we're still going for the perfect simulations. If you lose any fans, you want to restart until you end up with 7 million fans when you get to the Toronto Blue Jays. I need you all to listen carefully here because the second step might be completely different for you based on what the Texas Rangers end up doing. So once we capture the Toronto Blue Jays stronghold, we will have 6 million fans remaining. Inside of my original simulation, the Texas Rangers actually went upwards towards these open territories rather than downwards like they did inside of this simulation. If they went upwards, you're just gonna follow along inside of this video and you can skip this part right here. If they went downwards instead, with the 6 million fans that you have right here, you are going to simulate this territory. And let's say you have a perfect simulation still. There will be 5 million fans remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna end up here. Once you end up here, you are going to reinforce. If you believe that you are not going to be able to get to this territory with 5 million fans, I want you to, instead of going and simulating against this territory right here, to move down and take open territories that lead you to a straight path towards the Baltimore Orioles. So you're not taking this left right here, instead you're taking this right and then taking this path directly down, leaving you 2 territories away. If you still have a lot of fans left over, then I want you to start capturing some of these open territories that you will have available. Once you get to reinforcing, since you will be at this spot right here, you will reinforce, attack this territory, and then see if you got all-star difficulty. If you do not have all-star difficulty, you are going to skip to reinforce once again, and then reinforce it until you get to all-star difficulty. You are going to capture this stronghold on all-star difficulty, and then move all the fans over to the leading path, if it's this or if it's this, to the Baltimore Orioles, and then you are going to face the Baltimore Orioles and then basically follow the rest of the video. Give me a solid, aiming for 30,000 subscribers before the start of June, and hit that red subscribe button, like button, notification bell. Check out the description for the Twitch, Discord, social medias, and how to become a member. As I always tell you all, make sure that every hitter on your squad serves either a stat mission or PXP mission. If you've completed everything, which I don't believe you have, then go into the weekly wonders and see what it is you need to build teams from in order to go ahead and take them into Conquest. Because if you do not do this and you're just playing with random players for fun, Conquest is not as efficient as it should be. A big tip with starting pitchers is, if you go ahead and have a low overall starting pitcher that you need to do stat missions and PXP missions for, and then another higher overall starting pitcher, go ahead and build it like this, where they are number 5 and 4, and then pitch 1 inning with this pitcher or 2 innings with this pitcher, and then in the 3rd inning go into your bullpen and bring in the second starter so he could get a save or at least 1 inning worth of pitching, and do the same thing with closers. I like having nothing but commons other than the closers that I need to work with. That way, if I need to give up, let's say 5 runs in order to make it a 3-run game and make it a safe situation, it's not affecting a card that I would use in the future and care about the stats. The commons, I don't give a damn about. So that is all great help that you should be using inside of Conquest. And by using your 5th best starting pitcher, the CPU also uses their 5th best starting pitcher. After capturing the Blue Jays, we're not making a direct path towards the Texas Rangers. Instead, we're going to try to play it a little bit smarter than that, because I don't want to go through 7 simulations. So I'd rather you move the fans over here and then take this exact path towards the Texas Rangers, because it's going to allow us to capture open territories without losing any fans whatsoever. And depending on where that 2 million moves, that is perfectly fine with us. We can either decide to go ahead and attack these 4 million territories, or instead make a path towards the Orioles, so whenever we go after the Orioles, we already have the path ready to go. So reinforcing one more time, this is going to give us 8 million. 8 million is going to be more than good enough to get next to the Ranger stronghold, and they're not even moving with that 2 million, so that's a little surprising. With 5 million fans, they have 11 million over there, but we cut off their strongest territory. So we skip to steal fans one more time, skip to reinforce one more time. We're gonna be at 13 right here, skip to attack, and we're able to face them on all-star difficulty. Once you have captured the stronghold, if any of the territories surrounding you are 3 million fan territories, you have to actually go ahead and capture them before you move on to the Orioles. If they are 2 million fan territories, then you are going to be 100% fine. The Orioles went ahead and attacked us and actually lost. That's a W for us. We're going to be able to move 20 million fans down here and only have to simulate 3 spaces to get towards the Orioles. The 4 million territory is more than likely going to attack us, but it doesn't worry us too much. It's going to be perfectly fine if they go ahead and do so now that we are going to be next to the stronghold, because we will probably stay with a ton of fans, and we stay with 15, making us face the Baltimore Orioles on veteran difficulty. Once the Orioles have been captured, you have 2 options. You can either A, go after the Washington Nationals through this path, or B, you can go from the top. The top seems to be a little bit easier despite them having 2 million fans and 6 million fans blocking you. Once again, if any of these territories have more than 2 million fans, meaning 3 million, 4 million, whatever the case may be, you might have to attack them before moving on. We're going to skip the steal fans phase. We're going to reinforce this stronghold right here, get it to 23 million, and then the closest path that we have to the Washington Nationals, where we won't have to play a ton of simulations, is going to be through here. So now we're gonna hopefully have a great simulation against the 7 million, which we should, honestly speaking, considering we have 19 million, and then get ourselves over there to play on All-Star. But as I always say, whenever it's the last stronghold game, I like playing it at an easier difficulty. That way I don't have to stress out, and I can work as much as possible when it comes to parallel XP as well as stat missions. So despite us being right here, I do go ahead and reinforce one more time. On a side note, I know that you can reinforce and take up all the open territories before heading on towards the Blue Jays, but I'd rather do it this way because I find it to be a lot more faster and effective. Because if you go ahead and allow teams to reinforce and expand, then what that causes is the simulations to take a whole lot longer, because there are more territories you have to capture that are not open, as well as you never know how the simulation goes in terms of whether it will be in your favor or not. By simulating for a quick 1 to 2 minutes and getting a favorable outcome in the simulations here up to 5 million and facing them on All-Star, we're able to take out the Blue Jays before they expand or reinforce at all, and then we're also able to go right after the next team and stop them before they start expanding at all as well. I know how to make Conquest a whole lot easier, and I will make a video discussing that and tackling that in the future, so make sure you stay tuned if you're trying to play every stronghold on rookie difficulty. I will make a video on that, but I choose this process instead because this is the fastest process. I used to do the previous process, but it's not the fastest. It's just going to be the easiest, if that makes sense. With that being said, hope you guys did end up enjoying the video. As always, we're aiming for 30,000 subscribers before the end of June. Let's get there. Inside the description, you will find the Twitch, Discord, social medias, how to become a member. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.